Guys,
Hey guys, we are here to celebrate today.
yeah, we got a big celebration of 100,000 subscribers. Never would have guessed it when we started this.
No, funny story actually. Should I tell them the funny story?
You can tell them the funny story. It's
So when we first started getting serious with the channel, and that was in January of this year, we were like, let's set some goals. Like, what can we accomplish with this channel? And I was like, do you think that we can get 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year? Like, do you think that's realistic?
10,000.
And Phil was like, yeah, I think if we're really consistent. And I was like, okay, I'm writing that down. 10,000 is the goal. And obviously we vastly surpassed that. So all thanks to you guys.
Yeah, it is thanks to you guys. We're super grateful. We wanted to make this video in particular to say thank you. We're not here to gloat about 100,000 subscribers. We're here to say thank you so much because we were not expecting it at all. Like Sam was saying, January is when we got really serious with it. We had started it in, I think, September, October. We started just posting some videos.
Yeah, sporadically, like for fun. We were like just messing around with it.
Yeah, because we had seen reaction videos, right? We started watching them ourselves, and then we were like, why don't we do our own, just for the fun of it.
Saturday night, we just ordered some food, hung out, and watched some videos and recorded it.
Yeah, we thought, whatever, it's not a big deal, and we started with. Go ahead.
I was gonna say we literally started sitting on our couch, like doing them.
Yeah, it was just a couch thing, and then we started with hip hop because that's what we were accustomed to, right? And that's what we were familiar with, and we thought, oh, let's check out some videos, and for a lot of the hip hop stuff, it's more breaking down bars, quote unquote, right? And so we were starting with that. Our videos were like, some of them were like 45 minutes long.
Yeah, they were long.
And then we did a soccer one, I think.
It was messy.
Yeah, we did a messy video. Football, calm down. As soon as I say that, I always get a couple of comments. But we did a messy video, and that one really exploded.
That was what got us to our first 1,000 subscribers.
Yeah. And so we were like, wow, like I didn't even think a video could go that viral, and that kind of piqued our interest a little bit more as to what the possibilities might be.
Yeah, and that was right around Christmas time. I remember at Christmas is when we had our first 1,000 subscribers.
Yeah, and then one of the next videos I think really that went off was we did Dimash, and there was a few early artists. We did the Righteous Brothers as well, and we
started getting into some older stuff.
Yeah, we kind of picked up the momentum from there, but really from like September to December, it was just kind of whatever. And then January rolled around, and we're like, okay, let's try to take this a little more serious, and here we are. Less than a year later, and it's all thanks to you guys of, coming through and giving us the suggestions. That has been the gold mine.
Yeah. And it just lets us really know, what's out there that we've never even heard of before, but also what you guys want to see. And I think that, like Phil said, the suggestions have been incredible, but, all of the support from the likes and the comments, like educating us on the artists allows us to get to know the artists a little bit more, and then make us want to learn more about their music and hear more of their catalog.
Yeah, and one of the things too that often happens, I find, is we get introduced to one artist, and that's like a certain sound or genre or era, and then that will lead to another artist.
Yeah, it just opens the floodgate into a whole other path.
Yeah, it's a chain reaction, right? And so that's opened up our eyes to so much stuff. And, also, I want to make mention of, the people that have reached out to us and provided us with donations and contributions to the channel. Yeah. That really has allowed us to upgrade the channel.
Yeah.
For getting microphones, we got lighting, we've got a new camera set up, and it's obviously improved the quality. Like you said, we were on the couch in the beginning.
Using a speaker.
No
headphones, guys. We had no headphones at that point in time.
There was no input. There was no, output for us to hear individually.
We were using the our camera for our MacBook, like the built-in camera. Like if you want to look at our very first video, you're going to get a laugh. If you want to laugh today, go do that.
And then we had, at one point, we were just stuck with using one headphone each ear, and it was like there was a lot of growing, and there was a lot of hurtful comments along that too, right? Because you guys were jumping in, not you guys, but some people were jumping in and saying, how can you guys be listening to it this way, or you guys, the sound quality's garbage. And, to be honest, to be fair, it was at the time.
Yeah.
But when you're growing,
we didn't know any better at the time. We were just
Yeah.
getting started.
we were, we didn't really know how to approach these things. We also were doing it on the basis of other channels that we had seen,
Yeah.
which other people didn't seem to have a problem with it.
Yeah.
But I think the approach that we take is, we try to have a mix between entertainment and, not going too far off the rails of, the rah-rah. There are some channels out there that, they'll be screaming into the camera and the microphones, and you guys know that's not our style.
Yeah, we like to have a little bit more of a conversation and discussion around, what's going on in the piece that we're, I guess, reacting to. I was going to say reviewing, but reacting to.
It is a bit of a review, though, right? I think at this point, that's what is a little bit different for us, is that we like to, provide insights as what we're thinking about with these things, rather than just being a hype man and being like, what? This is so sick. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's a little bit of that, but also a little bit more insightful as well.
Yeah, because it's authentic. That's who we are, right?
Yeah.
And we're glad that you guys appreciate who we are. The comments that you guys leave sometimes are so heartwarming and heartfelt as well. We've received emails that are so amazing. The insights about, how this affected you or why it was important to you, as a quick...
So many of the stories from your life that you share with us, that you open up to us and, let us know, like, personal things that you guys have gone through and can relate to with the music too.
Exactly. And that's what makes this really rewarding, is when we read these comments and you guys say, this reminds me of, a concert that I went to, or when my mom used to play this song, or, when I was having fun in high school, or, when we used to listen to this, on the weekends when we were hanging out and having a party, or whatever it might have been, right? We're allowing you guys to recollect on these events that, we didn't experience at the time, but now you're reliving in your own way, and we're getting to experience for the first time in our own way.
Yeah. And I think, like, one of the coolest parts of it is, like, the community aspect, right? Like, it's one thing to, like, make videos and get views, but to actually have people engaging and participating in the community, I think is, like, one of the coolest pieces about it.
Yeah, that's what's made it really rewarding, right?
Yeah.
So,
and then even our families have hopped on board watching all of our videos. So
yeah, and it's cool because we get to kind of interact with our parents about some of this stuff, right?
Yeah, things that they liked that were popular for them in their younger days.
Yeah, and give us a view into what their upbringing was like. It's also allowed us, I think, to reflect on a few things culturally that are happening today. And, some of it is going to resemble and be relevant of time periods before, of events, like whether it's wars, like the Vietnam War or whatever, and how people were feeling about certain things and how that's still applicable today. But it also has allowed us to reflect and say, wow, things are a lot different today, and kind of make us miss some of the things that we did miss out on earlier, right? Like we love live music quite a bit, right? And that was a real prominent part of some of these decades that we've been doing.
For sure, yeah.
And it's not so much now, right? So that makes us reflect, I think, sometimes, and be like, well, what would it have been like being in that time period, being able to experience those things?
That. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so it's been so amazing, guys. And we, like I said, just really wanted to thank you, because we wouldn't be where we are today. We're not quitting, don't worry. I've been seeing a lot of those things come up, though, on these reaction channels, being like, I'm taking a break, I'm having a baby, YouTube has censored my channel, so, we're not doing a video like that.
We're staying
hopefully
here for a while.
all goes well for a long time, because we've really enjoyed this, and we got a ton of stuff that we still want to do.
Yeah, I mean, this has basically become Phil's full-time job. So.
Yeah, it has. It really has. I mean, between emails, comments, we like to do a little bit of background on new artists that we're doing, and make sure that we have some knowledge and insights that we can discuss and talk about, and not come in super blind like we did in some of the videos in the beginning
that bit us in the butt.
Yeah, because we didn't appreciate maybe some of the songs or the artistry or whatever.
Yeah.
So now we try to have a balance between knowing somewhat of what we're getting into, but not too much that it doesn't ruin the surprise.
At least of the artist, not necessarily of the piece that we're reacting to.
Exactly.
Like, so we can know a little bit about the artist's background, where they came from, what genre, stuff like that.
Yeah, or if it's a particular song where people have said, like, you need to kind of have a background on it before you get into it, or else you're going to be very confused, right? Yeah. Anyway, so that's part of it, right? Doing the a little bit of background research on things. The editing, takes a lot of time, and being consistent, right? Making sure that we have 2 videos every single day. It is time consuming, and it has turned into a full-time job. So, we do our best to try to make this channel great, and we are grateful that you guys seem to be enjoying it. We're going to continue to try to make it great. If you guys have suggestions, we're always open to those things. I think, we'll probably try to add, stuff in as we go, as we've done. We've improved things as we've gone along the journey. So I don't see that stopping at this point. But, we're always looking to make improvements, like I said, and that's because you guys have helped us with those improvements. So our ears are always open, and who knows what we're going to bring forward in the future, but we hope you stick around with us, and we've appreciated all your support thus far. So thank you so much, guys. 100,000, it's just the beginning.
I know, I never thought we would be here, especially this quickly, but really it's all because of you guys. So thank you so much.
Yeah. So let's celebrate together, guys. Thank you so much.
High five, guys.
More coming in the future. So stick around and we'll see you then.
See you guys next time.